Man, you know what time it is. Let's bust some ghosts. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bring you that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we're about to get into another wonderful episode of Talk Shop. And today, like we've been doing for the last couple weeks, is our wonderful read-along of Ghostbusters. That's right, from IDW, we've gone through the first series. Now we're going to get into Volume 5, which is The New Ghostbusters. And this is a series where we start to see the incorporation of like Melanie Ortiz. You get to see Janine throw on the pack a little bit, and Ron Alexander comes back into play. We even get to see Kylie get her Ghostbust on. And this is a series with these first issues or next 4 issues. We get to see kind of the beginnings of the expansion, if you will, of Ghostbusters and how the new team gels. And the reason there's a new team is because our Ghostbusters are pretty much put under a spell or revenge spell, something like that, where there are some ghosts that take them away from this plane of existence and leave New York unprotected. And some people got to step up and, get right in there. And thank God we have Kylie, we have Janine, we have Melanie. They're all there to hold it down for the Ghostbusters. But unfortunately, Walter Peck, with all of the, the political goings on of, of course, New York City, New York State, and in general, and also his love-hate relationship with the Ghostbusters, he decides that they need one more member on their team, and a member that knows the technology well. And unfortunately, right now, the person that we know that knows that technology is none other than Ron Alexander. And these couple of issues are the type of issues that start to set the pace of what we're going to get next time. So this is almost like getting your medicine. You can't go full hardcore action in these issues because we're starting to build the new team and build their camaraderie and build their interactions and how they'll relate to each other. And it's rocky because Ron doesn't rub anyone the right way. But Janine gets to shine very well as the kind of like surrogate leader of this team. Like, she steps up and really gets in there. She gets her hands in the dirt. She really deals well with Walter Peck. She lets him know she ain't taking no crap. She deals with the liaison that the mayor and Peck send down there. And she really takes control of the team, which is something that I love because we all know, and love Janine. But Janine has always been there just holding down the desk. It's cool to see her get out there and really prove herself. And she's not only physically strong, but the girl is a rock for Tia, who is kind of missing Winston because since he's been kidnapped, it's been months since they've seen the actual Ghostbusters. And they've been in limbo trying to figure out how to get back to our plane of existence. And the time relativity is so different that for us, it's been months since they've been gone, but for them, it's only been mere hours. And when they come back in a very interesting way after Janine herself once again levels up and shows that she's probably the MVP on the sneak tip. You got Egon, you got Peter, you got Ray, Winston, but Janine, she got that secret sauce that, homegirl, she could get rough and tumble. She could take out a ghost if she need to, but at the same time, homegirl got the administrative skills. So let's talk about how they come back. I love this scene. Egon steps through this little rip in the time space to be able to come back to our plane, and we see none other than a big, wet, juicy kiss from Janine. She is so happy to see him back. It's nice to see her emotions for her man. Egon is her man, you know what I'm saying? We all ship them. They might as well go on to get together. I don't know why they're playing, but it's nice to see her just fall into his arms and just be like, "You are my man." And he was like, kind of wigged out about it, but he ain't stop her though. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Janine. You got what you need. You got what you go on, keep on putting the Max Styles down on them. But it was cool to see, them come back and see an accomplished younger team. But before we move ahead, let me remind you guys that you can find me at Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans, and it's super dope. You got celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, all that. And you can find them on blackhollywoodlive.com. And once you check that out, keep up on YouTube daily, week to week, with brand new videos on youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So we're gonna move on to a main part of what has been an underlying issue with these 4 issues that we've been reading through, which is Janosz. He's been, of course, I don't know what is wrong with this guy, but he is possessed once again. He's the most possessible person in this series, but he's possessed once again. But in this situation, he's able to sort of fight and give a tug of war between the ghost or the spirit that's trying to take over his body. So he's not just a host. He's actually kind of trying to fight for, a little control inside of there. And it's cool to see someone who was so extremely starstruck over Vigo to now be like, look, man, I've been possessed and it's not all it's cracked up to be. And now he's actually fighting against his new, possessor. And it's cool to see him from the inside of his mind, fighting as hard as he can, be able to help the Ghostbusters to a certain degree. Because when they come back, they actually have to capture the ghosts that have captured them and put them away to make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone else. Well, hopefully. And that's kind of where this ends up. There's a back issue that goes on through these 4 issues, which I didn't want to touch on, but you get to see a nice little reveal that has to do with one of our favorite returning ghosts when it comes to the real Ghostbusters. And I think that you guys will really, really like it. But guys, I know you're reading along. How are you feeling about this volume 5? Are you still hanging on? Are you like, it's not as hot as it used to be? I'm still having a good time. I thought it was a lot of fun. I love Kylie from Extreme Ghostbusters, so bringing her into this is a great added piece. Also, the reference to the rookie that's out in Chicago doing his Ghostbusting thing. I really just love the vibe and how they're starting to broaden this world. It's a lot of fun. It really is. It's a fun read, and it's so fun that you can just rip through these issues. So, of course, guys, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you. Keep on reading because, of course, reading is fundamental. And don't forget that the fun and fundamental is definitely inside of this Ghostbusters. But honestly, if you love Ghostbusters, I think this is for you. So, before I bounce, I got to tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out. All the videos are there from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There is no better way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And of course, my shout outs got to go to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, look, be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And if you see a ghost, do not let it possess you. It's not a good thing. Peace.